Welcome to another episode of PS You Got This. This time with JD, myself, Rob. Go ahead.
Good afternoon, y'all. How y'all doing this afternoon?
And Mr. Dunn himself. Mr. Dunn.
Hang on a sec, guys. Oh gosh, my stomach hurts, dude. Honestly,
Mr. Dunn's being Al Bundy today. All right, so Mr. Dunn has a joke for Rob. Go ahead, Rob, or Mr. Dunn. Mr. Dunn, go ahead and say it to Rob.
Well,
Gus.
Rob, I've been thinking. Why don't you just stay at my house and here's the deal. You gotta pay 10 cents every day to stay here, $5 to open up the fridge, $5 to play video games, $5 no, not done yet. $1 to pee, and $2 to go poop.
Basically, it's the expensive room in town. Gotta make some money some way.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and he's gonna charge you 20 cents every time you chew.
Wow.
Any rebuttal, Rob?
My rebuttal to that is, if you're gonna do all that, I might as well go ahead and pay for my hotel.
I was joking.
We were just putting prank on you, Grandpa, being slow.
Sorry.
Basically, what happened is we was waiting on you to get on Skype and to get everybody caught up on speed. We were waiting for him to get on Skype, and he was being Grandpa Jones over there.
I'm sorry, y'all.
Oh yeah, he's more than Grandpa Jones. He's probably beating it.
No, I was actually watching Unstoppable, and I was set up my computer.
Okay,
I was
so
do all the
said that. Let's lead into our first topic. Texas wants to charge everybody $100 for masturbating. Rob?
Yeah, I think it's totally stupid, because how you gonna know when a person's masturbating or not? What, you gonna install cameras in everybody's house now? Really?
I mean, really? You gonna monitor them through the internet and be like, he's beating off again, go charge Joe $100.
Right, come on now.
Wait a minute, I've been thinking, then how the heck are you supposed to watch porn and they're going to charge you for jacking it?
Right. Jackhammer. You can't even jackhammer without the government getting involved. Come on now.
Hey, Chris, that reminds me of the South Park song, Jacking It in San Diego. Sorry, y'all, but for real, Texas, you dumb.
Right, that is totally dumb.
Wait a minute, my cousin lives in Texas.
Well, you better warn your cousin that he's going to be charged $100 every time you go.
It's a girl.
Well, whatever, you better warn them.
Right.
Girls do that too, so you just better warn them.
$100 for masturbating. Come on now. Why did they come up with these laws, to be all the way honest? Where?
I told you, man, this is just the way the world is nowadays.
It better not come to Kentucky. Oops.
Not bad. Sorry. Really? Really? Okay. Nah, I bet you did. I bet you're proud of that one, ain't you, buddy?
You feel that?
Start off the show. Way to start off the show on this Tuesday afternoon.
Right. Hey guys, that's what happened in Josh. That's what happened at McDonald's. You went.
Yeah, he did actually, and a guy walked in there and said, "You feel better, buddy?" And he's like, "Yeah, I do."
No, actually said, "I bet you're proud of that one." I'm like, "Yes, I am."
Yeah, he actually asked if he was proud of that one. Weed crack.
Oh, Lord.
Lord have mercy. So let's go to the Facebook group. Speaking of the Facebook group, now PS You Got This has a Facebook home.
And feel free to join.
Feel free to join and comment and discuss. Not only are we on Spotify, which now we have a 100-hour upload, so that means more episodes can come out now. Awesome.
Right. Very awesome.
All right, so I'm going to go to the Facebook group. I'm going to jump over here to the Facebook group and grab some topics here. But yeah, come to as you got this on Facebook. Join us today. And that way you can interact with the show and talk to us and, all that good stuff.
Right.
Yeah, well, actually, Josh, let's just go and tell them that I'm a moderator, but it's not official yet because Facebook's being a butthole.
Yeah, Facebook's being weird. Oh,
yeah. Hello?
Okay, yeah, I'm here. We're here.
Okay.
Oh, got a brain fart.
So, Rob, what's with this? You posted a couple of trailers here, and, what do you want to talk about? Do you want to talk about the new Sonic?
Because I want to talk about
Go ahead and talk.
I can talk about both of them. So, okay, so I found out about the Pokemon trailer. I found out about it when I went and watched Endgame. Okay, and pretty much it's like a live action Pokemon movie that puts a whole totally different spin on the whole Pokemon series. Okay. So apparently Pikachu can talk now, and Pikachu
it's voiced by Ryan. It's voiced by Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, okay, yeah, it's voiced by Ryan Reynolds. Okay, thanks for that add in, Chris. And Pikachu is basically helping this guy out as like a detective.
Yeah, they put a Nintendo 3DS game of Detective Pikachu based off the movie.
Oh, okay. And
I in that game.
So yeah, I thought it'd be pretty interesting to post that trailer. Then my other co-host over here, Chris Dunn, started talking about Sonic the Hedgehog. And the part I really like about it is, my favorite actor, Mr. James Jim Carrey himself.
Oh, yeah.
Dr. Robotnik.
You guys can talk about the Sonic trailer. I have not got to watch it yet, so this will be new to me.
Okay.
So, basically, I'm not going to spoil it for you, Josh. Chris, I wouldn't spoil it for him. Josh, just go watch it for yourself. It's a pretty neat trailer, and it's actually quite funny.
Right. As I told Chris, we're not going to talk about the Avengers because, we got a review on YouTube, and we discussed it on Monday's show, which was yesterday.
Right.
So, there you go. Normally, this is a Wednesday episode, but we decided to change the rules a little bit and do it on Tuesday instead of Wednesday. So if anybody was ever wondering. All right, so I want to talk about this interesting topic. It says, man walking alone accepts a ride from a deputy, arrested on warrants. Wouldn't he have been better off maybe not accepting the ride from a deputy and not getting arrested?
Yeah, I'd be better off because, I don't even take bribes from nobody. I feel like if you're taking bribes from people, whether you're a political figure.
I said a ride, dude.
Oh, ride. Took a ride. Oh, okay. My bad. Excuse me. Forgive me.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So how I feel on that situation, I don't normally take rides from people, especially from strangers, unless the person knows me. If it's somebody I know, then yeah, I'm going to take that ride.
Mm-hmm.
But as far as when it comes to cop offers me a ride, I'm kind of skeptical unless it's a cop that I know that's like, hey, where you going? You know what I mean? But, based on that, I don't generally take rides from people. And, that guy should have felt something was up when he took that ride from that sheriff.
I mean, did he think that the cop was an Uber?
Probably. I don't know. Who knows what that guy was thinking?
How do you feel about it, Dunn? Your revival?
Oh, well, it's like this. So if you have a warrant, you had to be a complete idiot when to accept a ride from a police officer.
My personal thoughts on it, I'll just be honest with you guys here. Man walking alone and accepts a ride from a deputy, honestly, that cop was probably like, woohoo, biggest paycheck I've got yet.
Probably so. I agree there.
Did he tell him to get in the back, or did he just arrest him in the front?
I'd say probably, hey, get up front and probably slap the cuffs on him like that.
That, or he probably put him in the back, and honestly, if he was restrained in the back, he really can't do anything about it.
Right.
Because most cop cars, now I've only known this because, we was doing a parade one time for the school.
Yeah.
and I had to go help this teacher out, and just so happens we rode up there with the constable at the time, J.B. Markham. You remember him, Chris?
J.D. Markham. That sounds
J.B.
familiar.
Markham, yeah.
That sounds familiar.
He used to be the constable of Berea. Well, anyway, I had to ride in the back of his car. They had the window rolled down and everything. I could have reached out and got, the door handle at any time. I wasn't, arrested. I was in the back of the car. Well, anyway, I was sitting in the back of the car, and he didn't have no door handles. I said, hey, y'all going to let me out? And they were sitting there laughing at me like, try to get out. I was like, very funny, guys. Let me out. Back of the cop car, though. It wasn't because I was being arrested. It was just because...
I've been in the back of one, not because I was being arrested, but because I wasn't, but because I knew the guy, and I was coming back from a football game, and he drove his police car, and it is very cramped back there. And no, he did not have no door handles as well. He also had a little divider that separates the cops from the suspects.
Yeah, they like a glass divider from what I could see, and you can still talk to them and everything. It's just to ensure their safety and yours too, I guess.
Well, looks like this. So this guy I went to school with, he's a sheriff. So.
Yeah, so I mean, if you've got friends that are cops or something, and you've ever rode in the back of their cars or whatever, just for whatever reason, if you happen to be with them or riding up front, you know what I'm talking about.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about, and yes, I do know a cop, and he works out in LMPD's 3rd Division, which covers the south side of town.
Right. Reverend Friday would be here with us. Since this is on a Tuesday, he could actually do it. The only deal is he is taking a PS You Got This fishing trip, or Phase 2 fishing trip.
Oh, can I go and say something?
He's catching a Phase 2 bass.
No, he's probably stuck on the toilet.
No, he's fishing.
I bet he is fishing.
Yeah, at this point he's fishing, but it's all good though. Hey,
Speaking of,
Hey Josh.
what's all the rigmarole and all the moving around? Who's moving mics around?
That was me. I just moved my computer around a little bit. It's okay.
Okay. So speaking of fish, can I tell the story of the one time I got on a bus and the whole bus smelled like fish?
No, that's not appropriate.
Okay.
Sorry, that's just not appropriate. I mean, I know we talk about dirty jokes and stuff, but that's just, that's just weird.
Okay.
Sorry, but it is. All right, moving on. So, woman reportedly, and I know I said we wouldn't talk about the Avengers, but I have to talk about this. Woman reportedly hospitalized after Avengers Endgame for uncontrollable crying. Any thoughts?
Well. Huh.
I guess, you get a little bit too emotional, when characters you've grown so attached to, pass away in the movie.
Yeah, I mean, I get that and everything. I get where she's coming from. I understand completely. But at the same time, crying so much over a movie that it actually sends you to the hospital, there's something wrong there.
Right.
That's kind of
personally, let me say something right quick. Me personally, I didn't cry over the movie. I just feel like, maybe when I get some money, go buy me a beer and pour out and go looking for my dead homies in the movie.
Really? You're going there? Really?
Well, actually, there's a TV show called Untold Stories of VR.
Yeah.
Yes, I've heard that. And I also watched one, Sex Sent Me to the ER.
Yeah, I watched that one too.
Oh, Lord.
Yes, I watched that one.
It's funny. It's not really bad, but it's funny in a way that, really?
Did you see the episode where a woman started having sex in the washing machine and she fell into a seizure?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
That one. Ugh.
That's a little bit awkward.
It is. It's very awkward. So, Chris, if you ever hear somebody say the phrase, go catch a spin cycle, you'll understand.
Yep.
All right. So, anyway, getting back on topic here. So, this Dylan Roof thing, I'm just reading what you wrote or sent, Rob. And, do you blame him? Honestly, do you blame him for sending him to death? No, I don't blame him at all.
I don't blame him at all because he deserved, what he got. Every bit of it.
Wait a minute. Is that the guy that shot up that church?
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Okay. Yeah, I don't blame him.
And I put in prayer requests for those people at my church. Because I don't think it's right. Personally, I don't think it's right when they're sitting there praying with this person, and he goes in there and grabs a gun and blows their heads off while they're praying.
Right.
They became what was known as martyr for God. Basically, what they were doing is praying to God, and they got executed for God.
Mm-hmm.
Became a martyr. I guess y'all have heard of those.
Yeah, I've heard of it. I know exactly what you're talking about.
Jesus, yeah, they died for Jesus, basically.
Yep.
Well, that's very biblical. It really mentions that in the Bible, right, Josh?
Yeah, it's in the Bible there. Talks about martyrs and stuff, and yeah, it talks about all that. In Revelations, especially with that guy, I think he's Enoch. I think one of them's Enoch, and the other one's
Enoch
or whatever. Yeah, they got to come back down here during all that and die in the streets. Basically, I should say supposedly. Basically, is what it just said. But anyway, like I said, Dylan Roof had no right to go in there and shoot up the church. And two, he was trying to start a race war, which I don't think's right.
Right.
Yeah. Thanks to him, he's the reason why we don't have Dukes of Hazzard anymore.
Yeah, pretty much. That was one of the reasons.
That's crazy, though. You cancel a whole show that everybody loved just because somebody decided to go up in there and shoot up about 30, 35 people execution style. What's wrong with y'all?
You see here in my Walmart locally, they still sell the Dukes of Hazzard stuff. They sell like the DVDs and stuff.
Right.
Oh, yeah, do.
But I heard, now I don't know this for sure, but I've heard they're pretty edited out with the Rebel flag stuff.
Yeah.
To me, that's just a Southern flag that happened when the states were on in, like, I think something like, I forget what all they said about it. There's like
basically, let me go into that. There was a Union versus the Confederate, and basically the Confederate lost, and that's how the United States came along. But you got some people that still want to rep the rebel flag, and there are those out there that are repping the rebel flag for the wrong reason.
Right. They're using it to hate and using it for hate promotion instead of good promotion.
Right.
Yeah, those things happen, and you can't actually deny history. You can take away history, but you can't deny that it actually happened.
Right.
Some people are trying to, how they got rid of all the statues? They were trying to deny basically that history happened. I get that and all that there's no place for it. I get that, but that flag's still there because of history-wise, it's the South versus the North, more or less.
Just like
that's what that flag represents.
Hey, just like the American flag, is just like in the national anthem, mentions the flag still being there, even if there was like a war going on, the flag still be there.
Yep. And that's a national flag that I will pledge allegiance to all day, every day.
Well, see, that's the thing. You look at it this way, like the rebel flag thing. I get that the white nationals and all that stuff are using it to promote hate. I get why it's being kind of censored.
Right.
But at the same time, if you really study the meaning out, it's nothing more than just a flag that represented, when South was divided.
Represent the past day South.
Mm-hmm.
Hey guys. Here's something that really did happen. I think when I was a freshman in high school, there was like a battle of the bands, and this one band had a Confederate flag, and after one of the songs, someone got into a fight.
Yeah, see, that flag to a lot of people, they don't understand. They don't actually take the time to research the meaning behind the flag. All they see is the hate groups that represent it, and that's basically what that is.
Before it even came to this whole censorship generation thing, I used to see trucks with rebel flags riding around on them all the time, and
We
You
still
know, I ain't have no problem with it.
Yeah, we still see them too.
yeah. Chris, I mean, people still do it around here. You've seen them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, I mean, I ain't got no problem with it as long as you're not using it for hate. If you're using it for hate, then that's when I've got a problem because I don't think it's right, personally.
Right.
I don't know why they think that flag promotes hate. I don't understand.
Because, see, Rob, I'm going to go ahead and say this that, you know, if
Okay.
like, you're a different skin color than I am, but you still
Yep.
got feelings like I do,
Right.
still bleed like I do, you still
Right.
the same things, functions that I do. God made you the same way that you made me.
Right.
So I don't understand the whole hate thing just because you're a different skin color than I.
They feel like here's what I gather from it, and this is from coming up from learning about white supremacy for years.
Mhm.
Okay, so my mom was born back in the 50s and 60s. Okay, she was born around them times that was where they were burning churches and when Martin Luther King got assassinated and all that. So
Right.
from what I gathered, this goes back to the whole white supremacy thing. They feel like, because they're pure white and fair skin, that they reign supreme, that they can do anything they want, get away with whatever they want, get any position they want, or even, if they have to, pay off the police, to get away with whatever they want. Pretty much like the mob. They feel like they're the mob, pretty much.
Right, but I don't see it that way. I mean, I've gotten to know you for 10 years now, and I know you're a decent person, and I just don't see
Right.
it that way. Which I never
don't.
did before anyway. I mean, so,
Right.
it's like I said, my mama taught me to raise, to be loving everybody, not just, not hating people.
Right.
Love thy neighbor is the golden rule, so
Yep.
you go. Feel the same way, Chris?
Yeah, that's what I see it.
That's the way I see it too, yeah. All right, guys, we're at the 22 mark. Do y'all have any closing remarks? Do y'all want to say anything else, or do you want to talk about something else? Because if not,
I go on ahead and say this. For those of you just now joining, I hope y'all having a wonderful afternoon and enjoy the rest of your afternoon because I'm ready to end the show.
Same here. What about you, Don?
Well, there's I don't know if I sent you something, Josh, but there's a
Let me check. Real quick.
there's a drug thing going on at Berea College.
Oh yeah, about that. Yeah, I saw that. Basically, you can't do anything about it. Drugs are everywhere. That just sums it up.
Yep, drugs was in Scott County real bad at one point.
Yep.
Scott County, Indiana, that is, and the new sheriff came in there and cleaned it all up.
Yep, and it's like this. Drugs are bad, okay? Don't do drugs.
Well, actually, hey guys, I got one more thing to say.
All right, Gumshoe.
Oh my gosh, really? He over there playing with soundboards again.
That wasn't a soundboard. That was actual. I know the difference.
Sound. I gotta say one more thing though.
What?
As
I was saying, drugs are bad. You shouldn't do drugs. If you do them, you're bad. Because drugs are bad, okay? It's a bad thing to do drugs, so don't be bad by doing drugs, okay? That'd be bad. Drugs are bad.
All right, so on that note, I'm gonna go ahead and end the show. I'm Joshua. He's Rob.
And I'm Chris.
And we are out.
And we are out. Hold on, I gotta stop. Where the heck is the button again?
Oh, you messed up again, boy.
Not really. I'm just trying to find the button here. Oh.
See you guys.
Stop recording.